Hello, hello. Everybody hear me all right? Got my mic going, I think. Somebody could say hi if they hear me, and let me know if the music's too loud, too. Sounds loud on my end, but it says it's down to 15, so I'm assuming that it's not so bad. Does anybody hear me? All right. Yes, thank you. Hey, Braden. Is the music too loud? All right, great. Thank you so much. So it's been a crazy week so far. We had well, both of my co-hosts dropped out because it was 420, which I don't blame them. Um, so my show will be a little slower than it normally is because I'm gonna have to do my job and their job all at once, but I'll fight through. Um, we had uh, we had two seances over the weekend, and the Friday night one was ridiculous. There was just so much going on, and it was really cool because it was a group that um, didn't necessarily believe in all of it, and so it was pretty funny because they all came in, pretty apprehensive and you picking apart everything. But then once we started getting into it, like things were nuts. Like there was stuff like things on the walls or flying off the walls, and the our little baby that likes to move. As a matter of fact, she's already in a different spot than she was earlier today. She was all over the place. We had you clearly heard something fall, and then you clearly heard somebody's feet walking across the floor, and then you clearly heard somebody sit down in the chair, and then I took the spirit box out, and you could clearly hear somebody say, "What is that?" And it was clear as day. It was just incredible. It was just we probably had one of the best seances that we've ever had Friday night, and then Saturday night we were sold out, and that was a really good show too. So we've just had a ton of ghostly activity in this place for whatever reason. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was definitely a good seance. You couldn't ask for anything else. It's so funny because it seems like every time stuff happens, it's always when paid customers aren't here, and then we have the seances and stuff always happens, but it's not the stuff that happens when they're not here. And so the other night it was funny because I was leaving, and I said just out loud, like, why don't you people ever do something when people are here? Why do you always do it when it's just me here? And then sure enough, like the next night there was just a ton of stuff that happened, so it was awesome. They actually listened to me. So I got quite a bit of art today. I didn't get a ton of oddities in, so most everything that I got is art. Um, just to let everybody know, because I don't know who all is in here. It says that there's 5 people. Make sure that if you want to purchase something, that you go to the Facebook / Nightmare Arts Gallery that's shown in the little bottom of the screen there, because that's the only place that you can purchase from. You can watch from anywhere, but you have to be in that site in order to purchase. So if you're coming in, I think we're on my page, Pirate TV. We're normally on my co-host page, and then we're on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram, I think. And then we're working on TikTok as well. So if you happen to be on any of those other things, you can watch all you want. You just won't be able to purchase because the software won't see you. Um, Everything that I have in here is either local artists or I try to get things that are limited edition. I try not to keep anything that you could just go buy on Amazon. I think I maybe have three pieces in the entire store that you can just go buy on Amazon. And those are things that I just really liked the message that was behind them or whatever. And that's why I grabbed them. All of the artists get 100% of whatever it is that they want. And then I put a small commission on top of that, but I make sure that my artists get 100% of whatever it is that they're looking for. I try not to take anything. Thank you, Tara. Um, yeah, if you're nearby, Jason, I'd love for you to pop in because I'm doing this all by myself. Would definitely love it if you happen to be nearby. Um, but yeah, so I give all my artists 100%. So some of the things might be a little bit more. If you happen to be a reseller and there's something that you really like, contact me afterwards. There are some things that I can work with. So feel free to contact me afterwards. Obviously, these are retail prices. So just contact me afterwards if you need to. I think that's it of my spiel. The first artist that I'm gonna do is Wayne Lucina, and a lot of his stuff. Some of the things I don't know 100% what's in behind them. But just like anything else with art, it's really up to you to kind of make up what it is that's there, um, and then take it as you will. Some of this stuff is pretty self-explanatory. And all of these here are all, I don't know if you can see these, but they're all numbered, and then they're all limited edition numbered, and then they're signed by the artist as well. And he registers all of these, so for a fact that you're the only one that'll have that number. Give me just a second. I'll bring up the SKUs for these. So basically, what you will do if you'd like to purchase these, there's going to be a number that comes up on the screen. All you have to do is say sold and then whatever that number is, and it will come up for you. The Hang on, I get a second. Sorry, guys. I'm doing two things at once. And you normally have my co-host that's here that keeps talking while I'm doing this. Unfortunately, with this thing, it's nice once it's up and running, but it's like four different steps that you have to take to get into anything. All right. Well, I'm just going to put these up here as movie posters. We'll do it the easy way since it doesn't want to come up. All right, there we go. We'll put them up as these. These are actually Wayne Lucioni, but it's the same price. So you can just say sold 312 on any of these that I show, and then just let me know which one afterwards. That way I know which one to grab for you. So that first one again was this Devil at Play. And then up next we have the Viet Cong. And again, these are all numbered. This one's number 3. I believe on some of these I have number 1 as well. So if you want number 1, I can grab you number 1 of these. Okay, Damien. Now I don't know I meant to ask the artist what the significance of the Hurst shifters is on the bottom of that. I mean, that's obviously Damien from The Omen, but I'm not really sure what the Hurst shifter reference is. On a lot of these things, he's yeah, they're Wayne Lucina, but for whatever reason, I can't get those to pull up. So you can just use the 312, and then I will fix it later. Next, we have this one. And this one is number 2 as well. Or this is number 5 of 50. A lot of these are really limited edition ones too. And then again, they're all signed. And I looked this up right before I went on, and I've already forgotten now what movie this was from. Number 3. And the Charles Manson Christmas. Hey, Jamie. And our Mario and Luigi board. And these are from the Blob. If there happens to be anybody that speaks Spanish in the room, I know, the Luigi board, I love that one. If there's anybody that happens to speak Spanish in the room, apparently the artist said that Latinos love this picture, and clearly it says something more than what it says to us. It's from the Blob. Kate got 8. And I have 3 of those. I have numbers 1. Actually, I have 4. I have 1, 2, 3, and 5 on those. This is an interesting one. So in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, at the very end, the girl gets picked up in a truck, and the truck's name is Black Maria. And these are all the numbers that were on the side of the truck. So they're all the DOT numbers and stuff from the side of the truck. Give me 2 seconds. Looks like my co-host just showed up. Yay. All right. Scooch in. All right. So
I'm wearing my spring colors for you,
Nice, nice.
which is a nightmare for me.
All right. So let me.
You sold something already.
I did. So let me give me a second and let me put you in here.
Put who and where? Sorry, I've been on hiatus with COVID recovery. Hi, Jennifer. Jennifer, she's cool. Six people are watching. Ollock. Pollock, like the artist or the fish. You're Jackson Pollock or a type of scrod. Whatever you see me as, an artist or a fish.
Fishy artist. All right. So yeah, once again, if you happen to be in any other site other than Nightmare Arts Gallery one, you won't be able to purchase anything, but you can watch the show all you want. All right. Up next, we have. This is still 312. You can still use 312 for any of these.
Picture of Joaquin Phoenix and clown face. Sorry, I was torn.
Caught between the moon and Gotham City. I know it's crazy, but it's true. All of those were 8x10s, by the way. And this next one that we're going to show you is a 10x10. The kids going in all happy and coming out zombies.
Oh, okay. I like this. I actually thought it was happy kids didn't see the zombies on the other side of the bus.
They go in normal, but they come out zombies.
At the end of the day of a school day, that's usually what happens anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's what the artist was trying to
convey.
Yeah.
Zomnibus, he called it. I like that.
The Zomnibus.
Yes, the Zomnibus.
I don't know if you can see that or not. Up next.
What is the name of this artist?
Lucchini. Wayne Lucchini.
Sounds like an artist name.
Yes.
This is an original Lucchini.
Yes. So this is the sign, the cemetery entrance sign on Night of the Living Dead. When they're pulling into the cemetery, that sign is there. And he actually went in and recreated the exact spot that the bullet holes and everything were in the sign from the movie.
This is really cool.
It is, actually.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
All right, so now we're going to switch gears a little bit. So these are BAM pictures that we're getting ready to show. That's the certificate of authenticity, and then they are all. Where is it? Oh, right there. They're all numbered and signed by the artist. And this is don't close your eyes or keep your eyes open, or
I don't know.
I think
don't look now.
No. I think it's don't close your eyes.
Was that with Mina Suvari?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I do know the movie. It's I remember how painful that movie was, trying not to blink the entire time.
Yes.
Oh my God. Here's another BAM.
These are all 20, by the way.
The artwork is beautiful.
And this is Candyman. Once again, say my name, say my name.
The only thing missing from this is comma bitch.
When no one is around you, say, baby, I love you. I'm gonna eat your brains. Say my name, say my name.
I like your version better. Is this Chaka from Land of the Lost?
No, this is from The Cell with
Jennifer
Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez.
Halo.
I was just kidding about the Chaka comment.
It does look like it though.
It does.
Is it Chaka Khan? Is that what you said? Chaka Khan.
Who is this a picture of?
That's the devil or whatever in The Cell.
All right. Good.
I haven't seen that in so long. It's the one where all of the rooms move and stuff.
Yeah,
all the
I
walls
remember the
move
movie.
and
The artwork is really cool in this.
and it's signed and numbered as well. There's the number. There's the signature, and then also certificate of authenticity on the back.
And this next one is beauty. I absolutely love this picture.
Yeah, I really like this picture. I love this picture because there's so many things that you can come up with as to what's going on here. And like some of it, like it looks clearly like it's staged because you get two clocks, but then if this isn't staged, like what's going on here? And then I guess I should cover this for the Facebook. Facebook doesn't get us. The interesting thing with this though is that, like, again, like all the stories you can come up with, like, is she waiting for her battered spouse to come home, and she's gonna take him out? Or there's a song that's I Hate Mondays, and it's written about this girl who she shot up a schoolyard, and when the police arrested her, they asked her why she did it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And they asked her why she did it. She said, I hate Mondays. And so he wrote a song about her. Yeah, exactly.
This is an actual family picture of Tony's.
Let me get
Excuse me.
Let me get this one up for you. Zombie babies.
I remember that famous vaudeville tune. Zombie babies, eat your brains out now.
Just now. Right now. And this is... Come on, thing.
You did a touch of Paul Lynde in the throat there. On this is.
I did a theater show once, and it was a lot of that. Yeah, see, so I had to do a lot of that. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I was walking down the street. See,
they did that in the new Batman movie. I was just watching that.
Did they really?
Overrated piece of crap last night. Sorry, we're about to lose followers if I continue on that route. But there's a scene where they had the Penguin up against the pole, and Batman and Commissioner Gordon were interrogating him, fast talking back and forth. It turned into like a 1950s detective movie. That movie was like Saw meets 1950s film noir meets kind of a Batman thing.
So this is the 8x10 version of it.
These are Tony and Jennifer's children.
Well, the funny thing is that they what happens in that movie? I missed what movie we were talking about. I was off the screen and I didn't see the thing. Not sure what movie you were referencing.
Oh, I think it was the keep your eyes open, or don't close your.
Don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes.
Close your eyes, you disappear. You blink, you're out. You die.
Don't sing your life Bye. Got a kicks moment there. All right. All right. We'll go on to the next one here. So these are an artist named Dave Dick. And his. We've got 3 different versions of this one. Hit the wrong one.
Can I be heard? Do I need to be mic'd?
You guys can hear him okay, can't you? I'm assuming since you're right next to me that's picking you up pretty well.
Sure. 3 cousinettes sitting on a fence. And if you don't like this one,
first comes love, then comes marriage, then comes other ghosts in the baby carriage.
We have several of these available. Good for the whole family. You have friends, you might be jealous. Fear not, because you can get some for your friends.
Yeah, we do. I think we have like 8 copies of each, I think.
I can't see if you're picking it up.
You can see it here.
Oh, okay. I gotta tell you, Tony, you know some amazing artists.
I know, right? There we go. So this is number 447, and that's either one of those the first one or this one.
Very cool piece. Several of these also. Same artist, Dane Dick illustration, and this is the Jersey Devil. I have my own Jersey Devil story I'll tell you sometime.
It says cat, but you know what I mean.
What?
It says the cat one.
Oh,
it's the same artists. It's the same artist, same price. And they're all I don't know if you saw it, but they're all signed on the back. And then also what they are. I really like these Jersey Devil ones. They have I have one that I just got, and I put it into, we have these really cool skull frames that have this like gold border around them, and it looks really cool in that. So other than the fact that it's a winged animal with a horse face and horns, what is the deal with the Jersey Devil, do then?
Well, yeah.
It's in the Pine Barrens. I know that much.
It's in the Pine Barrens, born to Mrs. Lees in Absecon, New Jersey. I think she was some kind of sinner or something. I don't really know. I don't really remember the whole story, but I know it kind of freaked out the mom when it flew out of the. Can we say vagina?
Yeah, I think you can say that.
I did.
I think it's too late. I think it's already out of the bag.
I remember watching.
The cat is out of the bag, so to speak.
And if anybody's watching and wants to do a Sasquatch meets the Jersey Devil kind of movie, I've never seen that done. I can't imagine it would be very good, but there's something to film in the pines.
She was just like, so I'm going to just toss it out into the pines. I got too many kids, so fend for yourself, you winged horse face.
If anything, I would have kissed that one's ass a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's the one that I would have kept
Yeah.
out of the group.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know, if nothing else, just let it eat the rest of the kids. You know, if you're worried about having too many at that point.
I mean, if anything, the Jersey Devil was born self-reliant.
Yes.
Instinctively had to take care of himself. Speaking of self-reliant, you know who else is an easier pet to take care of than dogs or babies? Cats.
There's the cat.
For once, don't be so weak. By Dave Dick. Flew into the woods and tried to kill people, but ended up just killing some sheep and goats. The Jersey Devil.
Is that what it eats?
Oh, that's what they find: dead goats, chickens, sheep, and arugula. It's weird, but it likes arugula. 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 Wait, copyrights. Oh, there's a lot of cat photos. I love the way he did this cat, though. I love the fur coming off the top. A lot of dander. I don't know if that.
Hi, Nicole.
Happy holidays. Are you celebrating Passover?
National Devil's Lettuce Day, followed by National Drug Test Day. We're going to shift gears completely now, are we?
You can get this great picture of Parley Bar. Oh, just kidding. It's a Miller Johnson Circus program, souvenir program and magazine. What year is this from?
I would say that one is 70s. Looking at the clothes and stuff.
1973.
No.
I would say it's a good estimate. I think this is pretty cool for your collection. For all you eclectic hoarders out there.
Let's see if I can find them in here. Circus.
Back when clowns were still scary.
Oh my God, the next one. We won't jump ahead here, but the next one. Oh yeah, I should have said if my friend Ruby Tuesday's in the room, trigger warning.
Is she afraid of clowns?
She's deathly afraid of clowns. She does not like them. It's not.
This clown right here in this picture, in the white, looks like he just got bar mitzvahed. He looks about 13 years old and awkward.
All right.
Ready to move on?
Yep.
The Wenatchee Youth Circus Souvenir Program.
This one's from the 50s.
Where clowns were really creepy.
Oh my God. Wait till you see the back of this thing. This is the one that if you're not afraid of clowns, you are now.
This is really the stuff of nightmares. This is what Nightmare Arts is all about.
This looks like some 80s goth kid.
Oh my God, he really does.
Like it doesn't even like he's not even a clown, you know, like he's getting ready to go see The Cure.
He hasn't quite mastered the makeup thing, but
Yeah, he's trying. This kid's just like, oh my God, look at him. He's so happy to be there.
Though.
I know he's so happy.
The leader of them all. He could be the one who summoned them.
He's so happy to be there. despite this 80s goth kid and then this demon from hell here. I know, right? 80s goth.
Circus City Festival Inc. Another circus souvenir program from 1962.
Circuit City?
Circus.
Oh, circus.
Or animal cruelty state of the art. Circus City. That's a Circuit City joke for anybody who doesn't get it.
Yeah, you got to be. Hey now. I'm disillusioned, baby. Hey now.
This is the opposite of scary clowns. This is hard work. But I just killed that vibe there. Let's look at the scary clown in the front.
Hard work. It actually says hard work.
It does.
This is rehearsals of the hard work.
Rehearsals of the hard work. Yes. You know, I was walking through Montreal and actually stumbled on the rehearsal for Cirque du Soleil, the training ground.
Really?
And I was like, only in Montreal. It was just a really bizarre sight. I still didn't see any accidents, so I was hoping I'd see somebody fall.
I think this one's cool. This one's not only circus, not only if you collect circus stuff, but if you're a Coke collector.
Yeah, the colors on these Coke ads are so cool.
Yeah, I mean, some of the ads in these are worth getting it. There's one of these. I love the, here's an Amico, AA, MCO.
Who's that?
That is Pinito del Oro.
I want to say Pinito.
Pinito del Oro.
Now it looks like Jennifer saying, "Hey now."
Hey now, and now.
Excuse me. Sorry, I've got a bit of gas.
I got the tigers on me. Wait for the concert.
In fact, this is so cool. We're not even selling it. We're keeping it for
We're just
ourselves.
having fun with it. There's one. It might be this one.
1963, Mills Brothers, Three-Ring Circus. Dun, 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 dun. And
It's another one too.
Pepsi,
Pepsi, please.
Coke has some pretty colors. Pepsi, black and white.
I think they were all black and white in this one. I think they were trying to go for something because one of these had this really cool ad in it. It had a picture of the guy's head, and it was just the back of his head. And then the only thing it said is stop into the store to see my face. I'm like, that is the best advertisement gimmick.
See my face. You know, I love that. My favorite artwork is on this one. Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey circus with the sexy burlesque girl, sexy ringmaster.
I love the back one on this one. Like they hadn't filled it out yet, so it happens in your town.
Insert event here.
Insert event here. Dates, times in your town.
So if you get it, it's still available. You know, you can start your own circus and.
Yeah, it's got Sammy K in it.
Mitch Miller. We know that's Emma Kelly, isn't it? Oh my God! You'll never believe this picture. You can only see it if you buy it.
Actually, this picture right here is actually a really cool picture. I have another one of these. It's actually a very interesting story. I have a full painting over there. So that clown I just showed you, he was Barnum and Bailey's first clown, and he was the one that came up with like all of it, like using props and all that kind of stuff in clowning. And he was in New York, I believe it was, and he didn't show up to the circus, which was really weird because he always shows up, and not only does he show up, but he's always early. So they were a little worried about him, but they went ahead and started the show anyways. Well, he never shows up for it, so they send somebody over to his hotel room to find out what happened to him. And a couple of tweakers broke into his hotel room and bashed his face in and killed him. And they sat there and drank beer. Like, the guy didn't drink, so they said it was definitely not him. There was beer like littered throughout the whole thing. So these people bashed his face in and then sat and drank almost like a case of beer with his dead body there.
It's horrifying.
I know, right?
And that was they weren't even clowns. They killed the clown.
Yeah, exactly. What was that? There's a thing about something about kill the clown, or
You're thinking of that song, "Send in the Kiss."
No, I'm not. That's completely different.
Kill the clown, kill the clown.
Send in the clowns, then chop their head off.
That was a beautiful
Send
song.
in.
That was Red Skelton's original version.
Yes. Yeah, they edited it for make it a little more family friendly later.
Is this Gunther?
Gunther. That's what's his name?
Gunther Gable Williams.
No, the two magicians that used to play with the Siegfried and Roy. Hi, Pam.
Hello, Pam.
Yeah, Siegfried and Roy. Actually, I don't remember if it was Siegfried or Roy, but we ran into him in Vegas. We were walking along this place in Vegas, and he walked right past us. And I'm like, "Oh my God, you're Siegfried." And he's like, "I am." And I got his picture, with him and everything. It is him.
However, this was Gunther Gable Williams.
Yes, it actually is him.
I know my circus freaks. My circus hunks, more like. This man is a circus hunk who did something stupid, and I think he died of natural causes, but I wouldn't have been surprised. Can you tell I'm against the whole lion taming bill?
Yeah. It's kind of horrible. That's why they've gone through and gotten rid of it. You know, they on this one's I think is this one. It still has the full fold out poster on the inside of it too.
Gunther.
Yeah, see.
Who is that?
There's the full insert there.
Gunther.
Yeah, that was really cool. He was actually a really nice guy.
That's
Siegfried,
awesome.
I think it was. It's
Very
the blonde
cool.
one, whichever one. I'm pretty sure it's Siegfried.
Yeah, I mean, there's Siegfried and Roy are some of the few people who I could say I can't tell them apart, and it's not offensive to anybody.
Yeah.
And this is the final circus program.
It's the final program.
Listen to him sing with his circus moments. The final countdown.
It's the final program. That's probably 70s, 80s.
Oh, yeah.
84.
85. 1985. I had one of these. I went to see Ringling Brothers.
I probably have one of those actual ones from when I was a kid, probably too.
I believe you.
Because, I used to go every year, and they had this. It was really cool because if it was your birthday, they would put you in the clown thing, whatever they call it, isn't it? Clown car. It's like a.
I was going to say clown car.
It's not a clown car. It's the thing that's over there. It's the thing that's over there. It looks. They look like the ones that they put the animals in the cages, but they're full ones, and they put you in it, and you would go by and you get to sit in this thing, and it had like little bench seats and stuff, and all the kids that had a birthday got to sit in it. And they would drive you around the ring, and you got to wave to everybody, and everybody's screaming.
Oh, that's so exciting!
Oh, it was so cool.
That's great. And you got to be that kid.
It's the reason probably why I'm so like acting and everything now, because as a kid, I really loved all of that attention of like going
But
around
yeah,
the
you got a
thing and
whole
everybody
arena
screaming and yelling.
attention.
The entire arena would get all like, ah! You know, of course,
These people loved it. It's my birthday.
Yeah, exactly. You think it's all for you,
Of course.
you know. You think it's like the coolest thing on the planet, but. And then I'd go from there to Farrell's Ice Cream Shop. And Farrell's Ice Cream Shop had this thing, they called it the trough. And it was about that big. And I think it had 8 scoops of ice cream, I think. It was ridiculous. Like the thing sat like this tall. And then
where was this?
It was called Farrell's Ice Cream Shop.
Yeah, what?
This was in California, but I don't know. I think they had them everywhere, I think, at that point. And they would, if you ate the whole thing, then you got a shirt that said, I made a pig of myself at Farrell's Ice Cream. And this plaque little thing.
You get shamed publicly.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I made a pig of myself. But, I made a pig of myself at Farrell's. Stuff you probably couldn't get away with nowadays. All right.
I think if you choose to wear that shirt, you should be allowed, you shouldn't be offending anybody.
Yeah. I mean, it's accomplishment. It's like eating the minor 96er or whatever
it is. The big steak or the old 96er.
That's what it is, the old 96er. Minor 49er, the minor 69er or whatever it is. 96er, right?
The old 96er,
That's
Great Outdoors.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, where they brought out that steak that's like this big. And he eats they disqualify him because he didn't eat the grease and the fat, the gristle.
That was brutal.
The chokers. And now I have
well, this is kind of hot.
I know. I have several different versions of these. I was gonna say one of us needs to put one on so that.
Yeah, it's not going around my neck.
They're a little tiny.
But they're confident.
You have to be well, they do have these little extensions on them, so they're not. You don't have to be super tiny, but.
Perfect goth accessory.
Yeah, and I've got a couple of different ones that are in there. If I can find it, that is. If I can find it.
If you could see me now, you'll get this choker too. This one comes with the white cardboard, but you take it off. Black rose. This is almost like a garter for an anorexic.
There it is.
The deeper I go, the less that are open.
Yeah, I think there's like 5 different. I think there's 5 different ones. There's one with the purple rose, the purple rose of Texas, and then there's one with the
black rose.
Black rose. There's one with the. Is that the black rose one?
This is the black rose.
And then this one's plastic. The other one the other one that I held up are metal, but this one's plastic.
This one?
Yeah. I'll pull it up closer. There you go. And then there's one with a cameo in there, I think. Different one of the group. That one's fun. That one's different too. I don't know if you can see that in there or not. And then there's one with a little cameo in it too.
This one?
Yep.
Oh yeah. And it flips over when you can flick it, and it doesn't break.
Emma. Cute little heart.
And I'm making one right now. I'm making it so you can see my hands moving. You'd be really impressed. And I just made this from scratch.
Actually, that one you need to flip over because that one has the little. There you go.
You could tell. I just made this from scratch, and you can tell. It's like a dream catcher in choker form. I didn't really make it. That would have been false advertising.
I think that was the last of my things. I have a couple of the posters that were that everybody saw last week. I think that's all that I got. So we're pretty close to the end, anyways. We only have about 7 minutes left. Every Wednesday night, 7:00. And we're going to be doing I haven't made up the name yet, but I'm leaning towards Grim Pickens.
I like it.
I think Grim Pickens is going to be what it is.
For what? What is?
So she said you didn't make it.
No, I did not.
Of course, it's a question. You didn't make it?
Oh. I cannot tell a lie. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, so Grim Pickens is going to be, I'm going to go to shops. I'm going to start in the area and then I'll branch out from there as we go along. But I'm going to go to a bunch of different shops in the area and shop the shops and walk through it with my camera. And then if you see something you like, then I will purchase it and ship it to you. So you'll be able to shop shops that you wouldn't be able to do if you weren't here.
It's really nice of you.
Yeah. So it'll be like, and it'll all be like grim type places, places that have a little bit.
There's an antique store across the street.
That's where we're going to start. We're actually going to start right across the street.
Some really interesting stuff in there.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a ton of stuff. We'll be there for literally hours, probably going through that shop because there's so much stuff in there. She's borderline hoarder. There's so much stuff in the shop. It's just everywhere.
You can't run because when you walk, the whole room shakes.
Yeah.
I feel like you're gonna own the place.
I know. Yeah. You definitely got to be careful when you're going through there. So, that's where I'm going to start. I'm going to start over there, and then, just go to different shops and go to flea markets and all that kind of stuff, and then just kind of walk around and show the stuff. And
May 1st, I think Sunday, May 1st, there's a giant toy fair in New Egypt flea market.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll definitely be there for that then. So we'll shop the toy fair for you. And I'll just go around and shop all these different places, and you guys can buy whatever it is that you see, and then I will get it and ship it out to you. So it should be fun.
It's really good of you to do that.
I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be a fun thing, because there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people on my friends list and that kind of stuff. They live in really rural areas of different states, and they just don't have oddity shops. They don't have any of that stuff. Like, it's just,
I have a friend, or had a friend. She died, but that's not the point of the story. The point was, she was a former Broadway actress turned comedian, lived in New York for years in North Jersey, I took her to a farmer's market down here in South Jersey, and she was like, I've never seen anything like this before. This is amazing. She bought so much garbage, but she was so happy because we don't have this in New York City.
Yeah.
I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, there's just a lot of those kind of things that you got people that are just kind of in the middle of nowhere, and they don't have oddity shops. They don't have any of that stuff. And, they don't have auction houses and flea markets. And,
right.
It's just on pot kettle store and, 10 other things. And that's about it. One traffic light or whatever. And that's all they got going on, So we'll introduce you to some of those fun places, and so that you won't have to.
Jennifer's disappointed in me.
I know, right?
I'll have to. You know what? Hold on. Now I made it. Come tomorrow. Come in and claim your prize, Jennifer.
The actually lace, and I forgot now what it all is, but lace is actually a really interesting thing because it's all done by hand and it's all like woven and that's why lace used to be so ridiculously expensive back in the day.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing apparently. So when you get the stuff that's actual real lace, that's why it's not cheap, because somebody had to sit there and actually do the whole thing of
a lot of knitting or weaving.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how it's all done, but it's pretty crazy. And then we're still working on the 420 show. Everything's done for it. We're just trying to do some casting.
Incidentally, happy 420.
Yes. That was the holidays thing that she said earlier. That's what she was referencing when she said the holidays.
Oh, that makes perfect sense. Not Passover. That's where my mind went. Sorry. It's a Jew. Jennifer, I made this for you just now while we were sitting here. So pick that up tomorrow.
That's awfully nice too. So we're just trying to cast, and of course, I guess the potheads are like, yeah, man, I'll get around to it.
You should say show,
like 20-page application. Yeah, I don't know.
You really do a 20-page application?
No, it's not that bad, but it is a very long application just because it's like, there's so much nonsense that you have to put in there because
that you're counteracting. Yeah, I don't know if I use the right term there, but you're trying to get potheads, but you're trying to make them work.
I know. It's counterproductive. I think
counterproductive
is what you were trying to say.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's 420, so I'm not thinking.
Yes. So if you happen to be somebody who partakes in 420 and has somebody that is a friend that does not and like to be on our game show, then contact us at piratebroadcastingtv@gmail.com, and we'll get you over an application. And then if you're local, we do a seance every week, and I started the show off talking about the crazy seances that we had over the weekend. Those were pretty wild.
Happened?
It was just the Saturday. The Friday night one was really active. Like there was just stuff falling off the walls everywhere, and
wow.
It was crazy. It was a crazy.
I'll never forget. I came here once for a seance, and I'm a skeptic, but all of a sudden I felt fingers through my hair, and I didn't know if it was a bug. I turned around and there was nothing there. And Laura, my wife, who was across the table, when that was going on, she saw a black mist above my head, which is so freaky.
Yeah. Well, we just had the other night, we had a lady that was here, and she said, I feel somebody touching me. And then she said, oh my God, it's my mother. And I was like, how do you know? And she said, well, it's somebody that's familiar. And then I said, oh, well, maybe she's, trying to comfort you. And she's like, no, you don't understand. I hate my mother. She's like, there is no reason for my mother to be here, but this is definitely my mother. And so I grabbed the night vision camera and I put the night vision camera on her. Same thing. She had this black mist that was floating right up above her head.
Oh, it's creepy.
I have the video of I videotaped it. It's just like you could see it just spinning around up over her head. And then I showed her the video at the end, and she said, "Yeah, that's definitely my mom." She's like, "I can totally see her face in there." And this was somebody that was not a believer. Like she was not, she wasn't somebody that was just like drinking the Kool-Aid. She was like genuinely saying, like, my mom was here. It was pretty wild.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
that's
definitely a really, really cool. It was a really cool show. And then we had like 2 weeks ago, we had a voodoo priestess in here, and you can imagine how that went.
As somebody you summoned, or someone doing a seance was a voodoo priestess?
The lady that was here doing the show was a voodoo priestess.
Oh, you did you hire a voodoo priestess?
No, she came. She wanted to come, and she had actually came and she was going to buy the voodoo doll that was over there, and so she came in to look at that, and then while she was here, she went ahead and bought tickets for the seance, and came back later on that night and did the seance, and you can imagine how ridiculously active it was with her in here.
Yeah.
It was just nuts between me and her. It was crazy.
Just the two of you?
Well, it was me, her, and her husband, or boyfriend, or significant other of some sort.
Was he like 6'8" with a black top hat and white skull thing on his face?
Yeah, no, he wasn't quite. Actually, it was funny because he was one of those ones that, like it's always the yin and yang. Like you always got the one that's like totally into it, and then the other one's like, nope,
Yeah,
not doing it. Yeah, that was me. That's how they were. We had a couple in on Saturday, I think it was. Yeah, Saturday. Same thing. She was all into it, and he's like, nope. He was.
There were some moments during that seance that I was a little weirded out.
Yeah, he was genuinely scared, and you can understand why. It wasn't his thing, and then on top of that, and it was another one of the girls' birthdays, so they brought her because she was all into it. So he wasn't like coming because he was into it. He was kind of being a good husband.
Your wife or girlfriend, or either of those girls? No, what is Jennifer? Your wife or girlfriend?
She's whatever you want to call her. We've been together for 14 years now, so.
So you're like,
might as well say we're married.
All right. I forget. I can't think of words right now. Either way, she's a woman of science. She's a doctor. Is she a skeptic?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, she's not complete skeptic.
So you're like the Mulder.
She's open.
She's the Scully, you're the Mulder.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's definitely it. She's open to, we've had several places now that we clearly had ghosts in the house, so it's kind of hard to deny when you live with it.
Oh yeah.
We have.
I think it'd be pretty cool.
We have residual energy in the house we're in now. I don't think we have a spirit, but we definitely have like. So last night was a perfect example. I laid down, and I wear one of those masks to go to sleep, the eye mask things. Yeah. And so I had my eye mask on, and I clearly heard somebody walk into the room, and they always walk, and it sounds like they're walking into the closet every time. I clearly heard him walk by, and then, so I thought it was Jen, and then I heard her still brushing her teeth. So I was like, oh, it's clearly not her. And then I heard it turn around and it walked back out into the hall, and then she finished, and then it was gone. And I hear that all the time. I have to shut my door to the closet, because if I don't, I'll hear it all night long. But I think it's just residual energy. I think it's somebody's reliving that thing over and over and over again. I don't think it's an actual spirit. Because I haven't had anything else at all. I think it's just residual energy for whatever reason. There's somebody caught in a loop.
Imagine being stuck in that one, like.
But that's your loop,
Brushing my teeth.
Yeah, that's your loop.
All your whole life, all the life experiences you had, you remembered for brushing your teeth in the future.
Yeah. So that's it just keeps going in this weird loop. So I have to always shut the door. If I shut the door, the loop stops.
Really?
I don't hear it. Or I shut the door. But every time I forget and I leave it open, sure enough, you'll hear him walk by. I walk into a thing, and I have PTSD, so that like freaks
So
me out
what-
every
you-
time. I'm
you-
like
you
on
think
guard
they,
all the time.
That could have been how they died, brushing their teeth in some fashion.
Yeah, either that or it's
Because,
just
you know, I've
the
heard
energy
that.
of them keep going. Like it was an act they did so many times that energy just keeps going. Like you'll hear it a lot when you go to like a subway or something. You could be the only one that's down there, but you'll still hear people walking up and down the stairs. It's just residual energy because literally tens of thousands of people have walked up and down those stairs. So all that energy is just keeps replaying itself over and over and over again. And I think that's exactly what it is. I don't think it's a spirit because I've never felt anything there, and I've never had anything other than that. But you can't. But you clearly hear somebody walking up the stairs. They walk up the stairs. They walk past my bed, and they walk to the closet, and then it starts back over again. You're walking up the stairs, walking past my bed into the closet, just over and over and over again.
I'm listening, but the doll's head just turned slightly.
Oh yeah, it
It was
sure
sitting
did.
in the crib.
Yep, it sure did. She just turned almost completely because she was facing straight ahead. And now she's turned and looking at us again. That doll is constantly moving. Constantly.
Wow.
I don't know I really don't think the doll is haunted. I really think it's the little girl that comes in and plays with it.
Yeah, you were saying that before.
Yeah, I really think that's what it is. But I don't know for 100% because it just seems so
Now-
weird that this doll keeps turning to look at me no matter where I'm sitting.
Can from what you know of a spirit or a ghost, can they inhabit the body of an inanimate object?
Yes. And I was talking to this lady the other day, and she was saying, and this makes perfect sense, that the reason why dolls are one of the biggest things that are always haunted is that we have a tendency when we look at a doll that we always look at the doll in the eyes. So you're looking in the soul of the whatever. So that's why they say that dolls are the ones that are the most haunted. It makes perfect sense because you do. Every time I ever look at a doll, I always look it in the eye.
Yeah, I've never been intimidated by a doll, looking in the eyes.
Yeah.
You? I can't. But the doll? Yes.
Yes. Well, she freaks me out. Like she's the cutest thing on the planet. And I think that's why she scares me so much because all the other ones, they are made to look scary. So they're not scary. It's like the Living Dead dolls. They don't scare me at all because
Oh yeah, they're made to look
they're
scary.
made to look
Exactly.
scary.
This one is intentionally adorable.
Yeah, she's adorable. She doesn't
Is she standing on something or is she hanging on a hook?
no, she's just sitting in there.
Okay. I was talking about the one who was standing.
Oh no, she's just standing up there. Talking about the one that's
Oh yeah.
in the cradle. You guys I don't know, you guys can't really see where it ever came. If I go even in that area, you really can't see it. And right next to it, there's a Santa doll, and that Santa doll, Jen was sitting here, and she saw the hat go from one side to the other, like it flipped the hat over to the other
Almost
side.
like a goth hair gesture.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what it was. It's like
even dolls need to see a little, need to adjust every now and then.
yeah. Well, on that one, it's a drunk Santa, man.
Yeah, it's still got a creepy look about it.
Oh, it's really creepy. That's why I got her because it's just so creepy. And then it's like what's his name? Bad Santa.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton. Like that's him. If he was a doll, that'd be
showing
him.
people watching guys look at dolls. Not actually showing the dolls, but we're just looking at
Imagine, yes, we're just looking at dolls. Imagine Billy. Here, now I got to get him so that.
For those of you watching, we just almost knocked over the crib. I'm on my fucking lunch break. See that's a creepy.
He's
freaking
not
Santa.
creepy at all. He's not
It's
creepy
one of the
one
reasons
bit.
he's in Nightmare Arts right now.
Oh.
Oh my god.
It will haunt
You,
you.
you know, your hand gestures just made it look like a Rankin Bass character. Yeah, don't look at me, Frank. I was bad. You can leave me alone. I was bad this year. Go deliver to the good kids. Where's Krampus when I need him?
I know, right? Look at this guy. He's all dirty.
That adds to the charm.
Ugh.
You look like Dan Aykroyd in Trading Places.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Now he's getting the. I thought you're getting a crib back.
No. This one's fun. This is an obscure reference. You have to really know horror movies to know this obscure reference here. That's not cranberry sauce. Do you know what it is?
Well, it's a Thanksgiving horror film,
Yeah.
not Thanksgiving, is it?
No. Called Blood Rage.
Blood Rage. Yeah, you told me to watch that on Shudder.
Yeah. It's an 80s. It's an 80s slasher type film.
About an insane woman.
Guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did watch it based on your recommendation.
Yeah, and then he's got a twin brother.
That's right.
And the twin brother is supposed to be the same one, and then he escapes from the mental murder ensues. Typical storyline.
Never heard that storyline before, actually. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes. And of course there's a twist, as usual. But it's a good film. Did you enjoy it?
I did. It had that gritty kind of 70s, early 80s feel of a slasher film. Can't remember to save my life, but I remember.
Yeah. That's not cranberry sauce. As he's looking.
I waited for that line because you told me to watch it after I looked at the pillow.
Yes. You know what? I just have, and I don't know. I think I said this one before too, but I was telling this lady she was watching. I never heard back to see if she enjoyed it or not. But it's called. No, it just flew out of my head now.
I don't know.
You
know.
Shoot.
You know, it was a good coming of age film for me, and this is how twisted I am. This film, I was about 12 when I saw it, and it used to turn me on. Humanoids from the Deep.
Wow.
I mean, it was about sea creatures that wanted to have sex with women.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of scantily clad women in this movie. So, I used to watch it. And just continued to watch it.
And then watched it again. Butchers, that's the one I was thinking of.
I've seen Butchers.
Yes. Not The Butchers. There's also The Butchers. This one's just called Butchers.
Is it a foreign film?
No, it is not. No, but like it has this great line in it where this guy is, so this couple, their car breaks down, can't remember, runs out of gas or whatever, typical storyline. And it kind of coasts to a stop in this clearing. And you just see the guy and he's off and he just sees a little bit of the car and he looks up and he says, well, now that's interesting.
I watched that too. I think you recommended that one as well.
Yeah, it's a good film. That's a good flick.
That was kind of low budget, more recent.
Yeah. Just 2021, I think. Either 2020 or 2021.
Yes, I did see that. My memory is shot for shit. Sorry, I'm still groggy from COVID from a month ago.
Oh, did I? I think I told you. I think I told you the story, but I might as well tell them the story too. So I texted who I thought was him. And
Yes.
I asked if he was coming to the show on Wednesday. And so I get, who's this? And I said, Tony, who's this? And then they put a bunch of question marks. And then I'm like, what's your problem? Did COVID eat your brain? And then I heard nothing back. And I was like, oh, I bet I picked the wrong person. So I go and I look back and I look at the thing and it had a 609 number. So I'm like, it's gotta be him because
Yeah,
so that I go back and I look at the text and you have an 856 number. So I was like, oh boy. So I go back and I look and it's the star of Ghost Adventures. I texted him.
You never
and
heard
asked
that,
him.
did
No,
you?
I did not even acknowledge the fact that I screwed up either.
I
figure-
it even better that way.
Yeah, I figure he'll either think it was a wrong number, or he'll contact me and be like, "What the hell?"
Oh my god.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Speaking of movies that brought me through puberty, like you and I went deep. What was it? Do you have an obscure film that you found strangely erotic?
No, I mean most of my stuff was always like, bachelor party and
Well, yeah.
so
like you weren't into
the typical those were the things that
Rebecca De Mornay in Risky Business.
you know which one was Witchboard.
Tawny
Katane.
Yes.
Yeah, when she that whole thing of where she says, was it worth it? Is anything really worth it? I'm like, oh, she's got the hair all messed up, she's got the hat all sideways, and I'm like, oh. Yeah, that was definitely one of the ones.
Oh yeah, that was definitely a teenage fun film.
Yes. All right, guys. Well, we will wrap this thing up. We're way over our time anyways. We normally end at 8, but sometimes we'll just keep going.
I got here late. It was my irresponsibility of forgetting.
I was just like, oh no, I'm going to have to wing this myself.
I'm so sorry.
That's all right. I lived, as you can see. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We will see you next week at 7:00. And again, pretty soon you'll probably see my pop-up ads and stuff for Grim Pickens. And we'll probably be starting that here pretty quick because the lady across the street wants to sell some stuff. So might as well do it while the iron is hot, so to speak.
Love that. Yeah,
so,
a great idea.
So we'll be doing that. And then, like I said, we got the seance. And then we're also starting the Zodiac Killer game. We've got all our...
What is the Zodiac Killer game?
We've got all our evidence tags ready for that.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
I don't know about it, huh?
No, I'll have to find out.
Yeah, so it's undercoverunit.com, and you can check out all the info on the new game. And then we're going to be doing a subscription version of that where you can come in every month and continue to investigate the crime. You'll have some sort of a resolution in the game, but then there will be a way that you can continue the investigation, and every month there'll be more clues that you can continue to do the investigation from wherever you are, so that way everybody can take advantage. They don't have to be here in Mount Holly, New Jersey in order to do it, but that should be a lot of fun as well.
Yeah, I like it.
And I feel like there's something else too, but
as long as we're not playing the Son of Sam game, because that could be a little disturbing.
Yeah. Well, not that the Zodiac Killer is a
gem of a human being.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but there's that. So, hey, Jeremy, we are just getting ready to head out. We just we're wrapping up everything. I I forget. There's something else too that we're getting ready to launch here, but
420 game.
yeah, I mean we're just waiting on people to be contestants. It's really all we need on that. I've got like two episodes, but
I don't think I saw any advertising for the contestants. Send me something, I'll plug it.
okay, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. If I know after we end this that we always have a lot of people that watch the show. I think we ended up with over 400 people that watched the show after we stopped last time. So if you happen to be one of the ones that's watching the show later and you're not watching it obviously now, and there was something that you saw that you wanted to purchase, those numbers that we popped up, those numbers are still good. You don't have to be in the live version, but you do have to be on the Nightmare Arts site. So that www.facebook.com/Nightmare Arts Gallery. If you are in there, then you're watching it through that, then you can still purchase things. Or if you happen to be on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, there's another one too, Instagram, Facebook. And then very soon TikTok. If you happen to be on any of those, then just contact us directly, and I can sell you any of the ones that you saw if it comes up, because a lot of the things that we showed, we do have extras up.
I am completely sold out of the unsolicited crotch pictures, so I'm sorry, you're gonna have to wait another 4 weeks before they come in.
Yeah, so that's about it. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.